Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook tuning in, or if you're on Instagram, welcome. Today I wanted to just come and show you how you can use this amazing plant. It's called Leaf of Life, and how you can use it to make a cough mixture. So if you're suffering from a heavy cough, or if you know somebody who is, then you can make this and try it and see if it works for them. It is a traditional remedy that we use in Jamaica to help with colds and coughs. So what I have is 3 leaf of life. I'm going to be crushing them in the strainer. So crushing them and rubbing them inside the strainer to get the juice out. The juice is going to be collected in this cup. And then I'm going to add some sea salt to it and mix it around, and then I'm going to have 1 of this teaspoon 3 times a day, and that should do the trick. That's what usually help us in Jamaica. Well, one of the remedies, the leaf of life. Okay, and then I'm going to be making some tea. Now this one is ginger, and I'm going to be adding some pine needle to it, as well as some mullein. And that's going to be an additional tea to help with the cold and cough. If you're chesty, if you're mucousy, if you've got a cough that you just can't seem to shift, then this should do the trick. But that's for later. That's going to be in the other video. Now let's get back to the leaf of life. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crush it. Now I'm using one hand to hold the camera, guys, and one hand for doing this. So I'm just going to show you quickly how I do it. And then I'm going to come off camera, finish doing the rubbing and the juicing, and then I will come back when I've got the juice in. Okay, another way I could do it as well is just to crush it like this and then add it to the juicer. So add it to your small blender juicer, and add some filtered water or spring water to it, just a tiny bit, just to cover it, and then blend it all out, strain that off. And when you have that green liquid from the leaf of life left over in the cup, then you just add a little bit of honey. That's optional, and that's what you have, 1 teaspoon 3 times a day until your cough is gone. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to rub it out and just get the liquid in, and then I'll come back. Okay, so see you soon, guys. So I'm back. I decided not to rub it out in the in the sieve because it was just breaking up, but it wasn't really giving me any juice. So I've changed my mind on the method. This is another method you could use. So I've got my Nutri Ninja here, which is my smoothie maker, and I'm just gonna put it into it. And then I am gonna add a little bit of water, about this much. See, so I have 3 leaf of life, and I just put a little bit of water, not much. Look, I don't want it to be liquid, to be watery. I think I'm going to add a little bit more. Yes, that's it. So I added around, I would say around 100 or 90 mils of water to the 3 leaf of life. Yeah. And then now I'm going to be blending it, and I'm going to strain it, and then I'm going to come back. Okay. All right. See you soon. Okay, guys. So I have finished blending it. This is what it looks like. See, nice and green. All of the nutrients and the the chlorophyll from the leaves and everything are now in this water. So I'm going to just pour it out, and I am going to strain it. So I'm just going to pour it out. Put my sieve on. I'm just going to pour it. And the remainder of it, like what I strained out, I'm going to be putting it into the mixture that I'm making of the other tea. So the warm tea I'm making with the ginger and the mullein, I'm just adding this to it. I'm going to put the rest of it in it, guys. So that is still a lot of leaf of life that can't go to waste. And whatever is left in there is what I'm going to scrape it into this pot with the ginger. So you can get 2 uses out of it, okay? So now that I've got the leaf of life liquid in here, I'm going to put some honey in. The honey is optional. It's best to get local honey, guys, or to get Manuka honey. Manuka honey is very antibacterial. It's very strong. It's very useful for getting rid of infections, colds, flu, you know, for boosting your immune system and so on. Or you could use local honey. So if you have access to local honey from like you know, a beekeeper in your area, then that would be good to use as well. So I'm just basically sweetening it, and it's 1 teaspoon 3 times a day. For, you know, if you've got like a cough, you have a cold that you can't seem to shake, then try this. It's one of the traditional remedies, like I said, used in Jamaica, from the leaf of life plant. I'm going to post some information about the leaf of life plant in the description bar as well. But yeah, this is it. Very, very good for colds and cough. And it can be done in different ways. See, this is one way I just showed you where I blended it. The other way that you could actually do it is by boiling it as a tea. So you boil the water, you put the tea leaves, the leaf of life leaves, like 3 or 4, into the pot. You let it steep. So you don't boil leaves, you normally let them steep, so it pulls out the nutrients within the water and adds it to the water. Then you have the water, that's the tea. Another rule of thumb is you boil roots, but you steep tea leaves and flowers. So that's just something, you know, a little tip for you. But anyway, so you steep the leaf of life in hot water, just like when you're drawing tea, right? Like you're, you know, making some tea, brewing some tea. And then after you've done that, you let it brew for around 10 minutes. You'll see from the change of color that it's ready. And then what you would do is you can then sweeten it with honey as well and have it. You can add ginger to it if you want to. You can add thyme to it. Thyme is good as well to pull up and break up the mucus within your body. So it's really, really good. So this is ready, guys. This is the way I've done it. I prefer to have it the raw way like this, and I was trying initially to actually rub it out into this so I get the fresh juice from it without any dilution at all. But I was rubbing it wasn't working, so I just put it down. But that's another method you can use as well. You could also put it in like a cheesecloth and beat it until it pulverize. Then you can squeeze the juice out of it. But I didn't really have the time for that this morning, so that's why I didn't do it that way. Because even this way I did it, the way I did it with the in the smoothie maker, I did have to add some water to it. So it's not really the full strength of it. It's still pretty strong, because I didn't add too much water, but there are different ways. So one way is the way I did it. The other way is to rub it out in a sieve. Or the other way is to put it in a cheesecloth, a clean cheesecloth, and just pulverize it, beat it, you know, and pulverize it. Then squeeze the juice out of it. And when you have that juice, you can add some salt. You can put a pinch of salt in it and then have it if you're having that really bad cough or asthma attack. Just try it, okay? And the other way is the way I'm doing it here, right? When you add the honey to it, you can also still add the salt if you want. But usually the remedy in Jamaica is, if you do it this way, is honey. If you beat it, like without the water or anything, and you squeeze the juice out, then it's with the salt. And if you're using salt, use a really good quality salt, like sea salt or Himalayan pink salt or Celtic salt, or, you know, the black salt. So that's what a tip for you guys. But if you try this, let me know how it works for you, and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, guys. Bye. And don't forget to come back to the channel and just have a look out. I'm going to be finishing off this tea as well. That's going to have mullein, pine needle. It has ginger already, and it has some of the leaf of life in there. And I'm also going to add some thyme to it as well. That's going to be powerful. So I'm going to make that into a tea as well. I also have Ella Campaign and Longworth and all of that. So, but I'm not going to put those in. That's for a different remedy. So I'm going to make this one as well. So check out the channel to see when I've posted that one. And for now, this is the leaf of life remedy for cough and cold. All right, take care, guys. Bye.